What's going on YouTube? Ferocity here, and today I want to rank all of the Halo games from the God tier, the great games, down to, okay, why did they make these games? And I'm also going to put the never played in there because not fair for me to rank games I have never played. And unfortunately, I have never played Halo Wars 1 or 2, or either of these Spartan, you're not a D. I don't know. I don't know if you're good or not. I've never played you. I've never played either Spartan Strike or Spartan Assault. Didn't even know they existed until I started making this video. So really, to get started with really ranking Halo games now, we start with Halo Reach. I have a very tough time properly ranking this game because I think I'm a little jaded against it. I really think I am. And the reason for that is it was such a departure from what I came to love about the Halo franchise with playing some Halo 3. That's the game that got me started into first-person shooters. It's what got me started into watching MLG. Hell, Halo 3 was huge, and I think a lot of people forget how big Halo 3 was. And I'm going to do a video about it and just how big the Halo competitive scene used to be, because Halo Reach is what killed the competitive scene for Halo. MLG used to be a big thing for Halo. Like, people forget, Chris Puckett got started by doing MLG top 10s on ESPN for Halo 3. Yeah, they didn't have that for Halo Reach, and soon enough, it was just kicked off the MLG circuit. And I know Halo Reach is more than just a competitive aspect of the game. I get that. The multiplayer, in my mind, was nowhere near as good as the Halo 3 multiplayer was. Felt the community games were just as good, if not better. As always, the community delivers very well when it comes to being able to customize the Halo experience to be more fun. The campaign is also very good, and I'm not going to take that away from this game. I will say, I do have a personal bias because of where it led the competitive scene for Halo. It is in the B category. I don't think it's a God tier game by any means. I think the campaign is good enough, but the fact that it really set Halo back in the competitive scene with how, we look at it now, Call of Duty is still top tier, man, and there's no reason why Halo shouldn't be there as well. And obviously we're going to talk about 4 and 5 for Halo, but Halo Reach was kind of the one that started them off on the wrong foot. Armor abilities, to me, kind of ruined Halo as well, so we'll get into it in the other two games as we move forward here, but yeah, for me, Halo Reach just, nah. It was okay. Gets a B. You tried hard, but there's better games. Halo 3 ODST was a very unique release, as it was a brand new campaign that was non-Master Chief. It was different in its non-linear story. It's been so long since I played it, to be honest, but I remember beating it. I beat it on Veteran. Me and my friend played co-op and beat it, but I thought it was also interesting the fact they released this and then gave us all the Halo 3 DLC on a separate disc for multiplayer. That was also pretty cool. So, I mean, I think it's a good game. I'm going to put it alongside Halo Reach here. I don't think it gets that A-level, A tier at all, but I think the campaign is good. The addition of Firefight and the fact that you get all the multiplayer stuff for free for Halo 3 was a really good bundle. And on top of that, if you wanted to get Recon, you needed Halo 3 ODST. And just to go on a bit of a tangent for a second, we were trying to complete all the Vanguard achievements. For anybody who doesn't remember, getting Recon back in 2010 was huge. It was the thing you needed to get. And my friends and I had I think 5 of the 6 achievements. I think I was missing the Ghost one. I wasn't there when they completed Veteran difficulty with everybody in Ghosts. But regardless, one of the achievements was you have to last so many rounds in Firefight. And we lasted all these rounds. At the end of it, when we're like, fuck yeah, we got it, we finished last Vanguard, I lagged out, and you needed 4 people to complete the mission, or to complete the achievement, and we lost everything. And I laugh about it now. I have never I think I lost 3 friends on my friends list that day. Obviously, I'm friends with them now, but I just mean, like, they were so pissed. Like, I couldn't rejoin a party chat. I couldn't get invited to a game for weeks because of that. And I just thought that was a cool little anecdote about Halo 3 ODST, just because it was such a big thing to get recon back in the day. And, yeah, that's just my small little story. Halo 5 Guardians. Bad campaign. Let's just say it for what it is. Not a great campaign. Multiplayer's okay. Like, it's better than this monstrosity. But it's still not that experience that classic Halo players want, in my opinion, or at least that competitive game. I think sprinting in Halo in general for multiplayer is stupid, silly, and I just don't want to see it. Same with thrusting. Just make the general movement speed from the beginning a little bit faster, and I think we're going to be good. It gets a C. I mean, there's nothing special about it. Warzone was okay, but very, very microtransaction-y. I don't know. I didn't love this game. I thought the introduction of Breakout was really cool, and as I've talked about on this channel. Those are some of my really old videos. If you want to find those, that's a long time ago. Same with like CSR ranks and everything like that. I went back and I watched a few of those videos recently, and let's just say the channel's changed a bit in that time. Obviously, a few rebrands over that time as well. But regardless of that, Halo 5 Guardians, meh campaign. Multiplayer's okay. Like, it's a step above Halo 4, and I think it's a step in the right direction. But overall, still not the experience that I was looking for out of my Halo game. Gets a C because of that. Halo 4. I remember watching the IGN review for this. It gets a D, by the way, and I'll explain why. I remember watching the Halo 4 IGN review, and go watch that review. I'll link it down below in the description. The reason why I tell you to watch this review is it did everything right. It got me so hyped for the game. It told me all of these great things. I think one of the taglines was, it's a great looking Halo game. Is it possible that it could be the best Halo game? You had me intrigued when you said that, because all of a sudden now I'm locked in. I'm ready to go. I'm going to believe you that this is going to be the best Halo game. Yeah. I mean, the campaign is all right. You do get a little emotional with Cortana. It does have its good moments, and I'm not going to take away from that. But boy, oh boy, did they miss the mark on multiplayer. And I know I've harped about it a lot in this video, and this is what I care the most about with Halo, is its multiplayer. Ordnance drops, so dumb, so dumb. Loadouts at the start of the game. Oh, you can pick the BR, the assault rifle, the DMR, or whatever, the plasma rifle, and it was silly. Once again, Halo, that's not Halo. Halo is not Call of Duty, and 343 wanted so desperately to get some of the Call of Duty fan base into Halo. The way you become a phenomenon is to be yourself, not to be like everyone else. That's what made Halo unique back in the day, and that's what still makes it playable for Halo 3 today. There's a reason why people want a Master Chief. The reason why Master Chief Collection is popular isn't because of the additions of games like Halo 4 and Halo Reach. It's because you have an opportunity to play these old games that we cherish deeply, like Halos 3, 2, and CE, because they're well made and crafted. They remind us of what Halo could be and what Halo Infinite needs to be. Halo 4 was such a departure of what Halo was. The other thing too, there's one kind of symmetrical map in that game, and that's it. That launched with the game, which was Haven. 343 missed the board so hard with Halo 4. It was unbelievable. Like I said, I think I'm going to talk about Halo Infinite in a separate video, but holy crap, Halo 4 is not good. I'm sorry. It's not. It's not. It leaves a bad taste in your mouth. Still, Halo 5 is better. Now we get into the Golden Trio. And I honestly... Is there anywhere else to put Halo 3, Halo 2, and Halo CE? There isn't. There is never going to be a game like Halo Combat Evolved again. And maybe I'll do more justice and talk about these games individually. Oh, it's not going to let me put it back down in the sidebar? Okay, well, I'll leave it there. Talk about Halo 3 first, and then we'll talk about Halo 2, then Halo CE. I'm trying to think of the guy, Ray Civic. I'm going to link his stuff down below. He has done a tremendous job of dissecting the Halo franchise, but I'm going to put his CE, Halo 2, and Halo 3 commentaries down below in the description because they are tremendous. They talk about the phenomenon that is Halo. And this, to me, is the golden trio of video games. It is the golden trio of Halo. And I do not think there is a more recognizable, iconic trilogy than the original 3 games of Halo. There is a reason why Xbox is here today. And I truthfully believe it's because of Halo Combat Evolved. I don't know of anybody, and maybe there were a few, there definitely were, that bought a Xbox back in the 2000s and didn't get Halo CE. And then weren't pumped when Halo 2 came out. And they're like, oh shit, Master Chief's back? Master Chief became iconic. And it became a phenomenon, console seller, everything. And that's just the campaign, man. Multiplayer wasn't really even a thing yet. It was there, but it wasn't there. But man, LAN parties started with Halo Combat Evolved, and it's because of solid gameplay. Go back and play Master Chief Collection. Go on a Combat Evolved lobby. You're gonna have a shit ton of fun. I guarantee it. Why? Because it's good. You go play Halo 4, you're gonna have a bad time. You go play some Halo CE, you're gonna have a good time. Halo 2 comes out. Not only is it better than Halo Combat Evolved, you have an integrated multiplayer system that rewards you with these medals if you get so many kills in a row. Huh, that's pretty cool. An intricate weapon system. Everything about Halo 2 was fantastic. Yes, there was a tremendous skill gap in the multiplayer. There were the double shot, the BXR. Like, these are things that happened. I get it. It wasn't a perfect game. Double jumping. There's a lot of issues with Halo 2's multiplayer. But regardless of that, it was still fun. It created a phenomenon, and it started competitive gaming. Obviously, there was before, but people watch Halo 2 competitive LAN tournaments from back in 2006 or 2005. It's hilarious. You have 8 people in a room with these giant tube televisions playing Halo competitively next to each other. It's absolutely hilarious. Remember that old tube TV you used to have to play your video games on? Yeah, that's what they had to play this on. It's hilarious to watch, man. It's so funny. And just, Halo 2, man. Just Halo 2. These aren't the perfect stories for the campaign, but the campaign is fun. It's entertaining. It's not too over the top. It brings you into the story. You are Master Chief and you feel it the entire time. You feel like a super soldier because you're taking these hits a little bit more. You're taking on this alien race in the Covenant or the Flood, and it's a ton of fun. And this trilogy does a tremendous job. Then there's Halo 3. And Halo 3 has such a fun campaign. It has such a fun forge and theater system. And realistically, the fact that we're in 2020 and there's video game, multiplayer games that don't come with their own theater is silly. It is ridiculous. And I get it that we all have capture cards built into our game systems, and that's all fine and dandy. But what you're able to do in theater mode, the montages people made back in like 2007, go watch Walshy's channel on YouTube. I'll link that down below too. There's a reason why this is my favorite series, right? I'm so into it. But look at those montages. Those montages are money, and you can't just do that. And theater mode allows you to do those types of things. Remember file share? Like, that was cool, man. Game variants, map variants, screenshots, everything. So much fun. And then they're like, Then this was Bungie's brilliant idea with Halo 3. They're like, okay, so we're going to give you this map. It's called Foundry. The base map's not bad, we're going to say, but you know what? You guys, we're going to give you guys the tools to completely remodel this thing. And they made 2 unbelievable MLG maps out of it in Amplified and Onslaught. The developers are like, see, we don't have to do anything. You guys will do it for us. And it's a brilliant move. And it just adds to that level of intrigue and the level of immersion that Halo 3 had. Not only did you have the top 10 with Chris Puckett commentating, not only was it huge on MLG, not only were the tournaments nuts and the pros insane, it was so much fun. It was gripping, man. I soaked it all up. And I was like, man, I was this like 17, 18-year-old kid just loving Halo 3, montages, watching tournaments, everything, right? Soaking everything up. Thinking that, man, competitive gaming is the best. I really hope Halo stays around, and then we get Halo Reach, which absolutely killed competitive Halo. Then you get Halo 4, thinking it might come back. No. And Halo 5, it definitely didn't either. And I'm really hoping Halo Infinite is either going to slot in right here or right here. Yeah. So the trilogy of Halo, the Master Chief trilogy, as I like to call it, the OGs, yeah. It's no argument that the original trilogy belongs here. And while we talk about Halo Combat Evolved being a console seller, if you didn't have an Xbox and you liked Halo, you definitely got an Xbox for Halo 2. Then Halo 3 came around and you're like, well, I need to get a 360. And this is when the 360 was on top of its game, man. Not only did they redesign the controller, they had a better online system. Yeah, you had to pay for it, but it was better than PlayStation 3's online system. The menus were better. Everything about Xbox 360, man. Such good times. And it's not just nostalgia. This is the problem. And I'm going to do a video talking about nostalgia versus, like, quality. Because so many people say, well, it's just your nostalgia. Oh, yeah, there's times where, like, nostalgia kicks in for sure. But there's a reason why, like, nostalgia eventually wears off. Whereas, like, I've been playing Halo since 2007. Okay? It's 2020. It's been 13 years. I don't think it's nostalgia. I think it's just a well-made game at this point. And I'll even touch on some Halo 2. And obviously, I don't know how to double shot, or I think quad shots even in that game. I don't know. There's so many glitches in Halo 2, but I'd far rather play that than Halo 2 Anniversary. But, yeah. That's my tier list, guys. God tier's got the 3 Halos. B has Reach and ODST, which are the 2 departures from the Master Chief. Halo 5 and Halo 4 go in C and D respectively, mostly because the multiplayer just doesn't come up to par, and realistically, Halo 5's campaign is just garbage. Like, maybe Halo 5 would be on the B category if the campaign wasn't just straight trash, which it is. Not enough Master Chief. It was just a silly campaign decision on 343's part. And then in the never played categories, you got the Halo Wars 1 and 2 and Spartan Strike and Spartan Assault, because not fair to rank games that you've never played. Either way, guys, check out all the links down below, whether it's Racevik's channel, the Walshy stuff, or the IGN Halo 4. Oh, God, they did such a good job hyping the game up. They got paid so much money to do it, too. Oh, well. The Halo 4 review. Because, man, it paints Halo 4 in a much different light than what it was. Either way, guys, want to know what your feedback is with this. Am I a complete idiot? Am I just sour towards the fact that Reach didn't have the Master Chief? I don't know. Let me know with a comment down below. As always, though, guys, if you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. If you want to see more videos from me, please hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.